game and was the first point guard to ever earn the NBA's Defensive Player of the Year award. He's also led the league in trash talk. Going into a game against Gary, you knew your body, he was going to be into you, and especially your ears, will be put to the test. A 9-time All-Star and a member of the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame. Gary's leadership helped guide the Supersonics to the 1996 NBA Finals, and he secured the NBA championship with the Miami Heat in 2006, cementing his place as one of the game's all-time greats. For me, being a kid from Oakland, and obviously being an athlete, aspiring NBA player, you want something to be close enough to where you can feel like you can do it too. And I remember a time, I think I was like 10 or 11 years old, and I'm playing AAU, I'm pursuing my career as a basketball player. I'm in the car with my dad, and we stop at Ben's Burgers, and I had never seen an NBA player up close before. And I look out the car, I'm like, man, that's GP right there. So my dad called him over. He started talking, he's like, man, I think I'm gonna go to the Lakers. So my dad, he looked at me like, see, going to the Lakers. I'm like, man, so we get home, I get on the game, I trade GP to the Lakers, calling everybody. I'm like, man, I'm telling you, I just heard him say it, he's going to the Lakers. So for me, it was extremely inspiring to be able to get up close on somebody from my city that everybody I went to school with claimed as a cousin, everybody know him. To see it up close, to know that he knew my dad, it just made it seem a little bit more possible. So, that's my story. As a kid from Oakland, and who Gary Payton is, Star City, into a lot of young men and young athletes. So, with that being said, let's take a look at the career of Gary Payton.
Growing up on the streets of Oakland, California, you had to be tough. We put a hoop on our tree in the front of the yard and started playing, and then they started keeping the ball from me. And I ran in there to my father and asked him to help me. And then my father said, I'm not gonna help you anymore, you're gonna have to do it yourself.
The glove!
He was a nightmare. He had those long arms, he was quick, he was fast, he was tenacious, he was just a great competitor.
But Gary Payton lets you know what he's going to do to you and then backs it up.
There we go.
Ultimately, the real frustration came in how great a player he was.
He made an impact on the game even as a rookie. So you kind of had to pencil that Seattle game on the calendar and say, okay, I know I'm in for a war here.
Face boxes deep, drives in deep, flings it up and in, and Gary Payton has become the Seattle Sonics' all-time leading scorer.
I began playing on the playgrounds in Oakland, California at the age of 7, and it was a beautiful struggle. As players, we dream of this moment, but we don't expect to be standing here. But I really liked my chances of being here.